Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Here's Rudolph on play action. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the draw, Gainwell.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Rudolph.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Rudolph now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Rudolph looking to throw it. Feeling the pressure here, and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal.
Well, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal. But if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Looking to put a drive together.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 3. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To the air, Williams. We'll get this complete downfield to Komet.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Steelers 3.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsey, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him, come up with a scheme, come up with something.
It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Rudolph. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And a completion to Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Oh, Adunze wide open. It's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Swift again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Steelers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Williams.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Running is Swift.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the gun on third down, Williams.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Olamide Zaccheaus. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Rudolph.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and a couple.
Here's Rudolph. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
14 yards.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
In motion right is Austin.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Back to throw, Rudolph.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rudolph looking to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way to.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Rudolph now to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
To the air, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At their 49-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Williams, a final shot before break. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
On fourth down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And again, back to Komet.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing is Williams.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Komet with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Bears 28, Steelers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Rudolph.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Rudolph.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rudolph going to throw again.
Completes Austin here over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Rudolph throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, Williams. Pass caught by Burden.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Here's Rudolph.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Rudolph. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
So plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
Williams pass. Incomplete to Olamide Zacchaeus. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Play action. Now Williams.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run the draw here with Swift.
Down right around the 25.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift.
Evades him at the 10.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Starting things out with a give to Gainwell. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Rudolph. Caught by Wilson.
Rudolph's pass. Complete to number 10, Roman Wilson. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Now it's Rudolph. Over the middle, it hits Austin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the air, Rudolph. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Rudolph now to throw. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Bears 35.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To the air, Williams.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Rudolph. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Rudolph.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Swift to about the 33-yard line.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
To throw, it's Williams.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And again back to Komet.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He's back to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Guys, you got this. It's me. Right there, we can do it.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's one. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rudolph. That's to Freiermuth.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Rudolph.
He finds Austin complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Makes the score.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.